Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Sea of Solitude. Wow, I really love this game. Well, I don't love it, I definitely like it though. It's really cool. Like, it's one of these stories, okay, there's some girl and she's dealing with like, her family and, whatever, and it's her, psychological journey through her mind, how she's dealing with her relationships. But it's done in a really interesting weird way. So essentially you go through mostly this city and town that's underwater and it's been sunk, and you're in her mind or her subconscious, and the main girl's name is Kay. And so it kind of goes from the relationship of her brother, her mother, her father, and her boyfriend, and each one is kind of like an unresolved issue of some sort that is manifested as this shadow. So very much like Jungian psychology, you actually play as her shadow, and sometimes you get to these points and chapters where you can become this body of light. So you transform from a body of darkness into a body of light, and you're able to essentially do some sort of powerful thing that changes the world or makes a path or whatever. And so you kind of have to stick with the light and also follow the light. So mostly this game is a pretty decent platformer, honestly. Like, the game was made pretty well as how you move around the environment. And I was also really surprised that later on in the game, you also get this motorboat that you use to get around the city. And again, it's programmed just really well. Like, it just feels really good to actually go around and find stuff. Yeah, so this is kind of more or less a story-based platformer. There are definitely puzzles here and there. And again, it's one of these things I thought I wouldn't really vibe with or get into, but it was actually a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. And the thing is, it was not a super long story either. And so again, yeah, you play as this girl, and you're playing as her shadow, which I just think is really cool, because it's like literally like her shadow. And so yeah, there's something very soulful about this game. And so this kind of the different bosses will be, her brother was, getting bullied at school and she ignored him. And so, there's all these kind of like shadow children that chase you. And some of these parts of this game are actually honestly pretty darn scary, or kind of unnerving. Her father takes the form of like a chameleon who like wants her to I forget, like go in line or whatever, like, be obedient. And he breathes fire and is at the top of this tower, while her mother, I think, is some tentacle monster. And yeah, there's just a lot of really cool imagery in this game in terms of how they choose to portray the self and the psyche, and the fact that you are, through, for the most part, kind of this shadow being that has to go through, the storm of her own subconscious. So yeah, I'm an absolute sucker for visualization of psychological states and issues and, ideas and concepts. And this is just a really cool adventure. And yeah, so you basically dispel each, monster. You basically then are able to, heal that relationship or find some kind of, closure, and then you defeat that monster and it becomes part of the rest of your psyche, and you move on to the next one. Yeah, there is like nothing weird in this game. It's just really made with a lot of soul and a lot of effort, and it's a personal story. And yeah, I don't know, I don't really know what else to really say about it other than that. I mean, I think it's cool that, oh yeah, they did the boyfriend. He's this giant wolf, and so the whole conflict is, if they're communicating enough, essentially. And so, he's kind of this very intimidating figure where you're not sure if you need to approach him or not. And they kind of have a Beauty and Beast thing going on with that relationship, because he is this gigantic wolf that you kind of need to tame, which is, again, pretty cool. Again, a lot of the game is just platforming, going around the environment, doing some puzzles here and there, but for the most part, I don't even want to say it's a walking simulator, because there's actual platforming in it, which makes it actually pretty fun and entertaining. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, it's just a good game. It's a good experience, and I'd recommend it. But yeah, without saying much else, I will leave it there, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.